Welcome to another episode of the Profitable Home Services Podcast. I'm so glad you chose to join us today. Recently, in my coaching groups, we've been talking about the real issue or the real challenge out there of things are feeling tighter this year than in other years. Some of it is impacted by increased costs as job materials are being purchased and prices are having to increase as a result of that. Others are being impacted by financing. For those of you who use financing in your business, such as solar, possibly roofing, HVAC, any of those where you're using a financing tool, with the increased interest rates, it's making it harder to get people qualified for financing. Other years when interest rates were down in that 2 and 3 and 4%, a family that could qualify then may not qualify now. And that is taking an effect on your sales. And so I wanted to talk a little bit today about what do we do? What's our next step when things start feeling like they're tighter? They may or may not be tighter because your sales might be somewhat the same, but you may have fewer jobs because you're not getting as many people due to any number of factors. And I know this is your busy season as we're recording this. And so you may not be feeling it as much right now, but you might, when things slow down a little bit come fall, before anything that boosts you again for the winter hits in. So just wanted to bring this thought to you and this idea of if things are feeling tighter, what are we going to do? What's the next step? I wanted to talk to you mainly starting with your mindset. A lot of times we can find ourselves getting all discombobulated over money and our mindset around money. One thing that I really work hard with my coaching groups is that we look at money as something neutral. It's not good. It's not bad. It is a tool that helps us accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. And it's really easy when things are tight. Maybe it's in your slow months when the money's not flowing like it might be right now. It's easy to start slipping into a mindset of scarcity. There's not enough. I'm not going to be able to make payroll. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I have this particular loan payments or things that are due. How am I going to make it? Oh, I may not be able to take a payroll for myself. I'll try to keep my team paid, but I can't pay myself. Or I'm working so many hours and I'm not able to take home enough money. This business just isn't good. I'm never going to be successful. I can't get beyond a particular revenue goal. There's money mindset can affect so many areas in our lives. Well, when we can switch over into the mindset of abundance, abundance says there's enough work to go around. There will always be enough money to make things happen. That I am doing a great job with my business. My team is doing a great job serving our customers. Our customers love us and they're going to refer us to others. When we can look at that type of a mindset, then we're able to stay in the abundance mindset. The abundance mindset is a positive mindset. It's a mindset where we can continue to grow our business, grow our team, serve our customers well, that type of thing. So today, I want you to focus on what you can control. You can control how well your team is trained. You can control the level of customer service that you give. You can control your follow-up process. You can control your onboarding process with new customers. You can control your branding and how it looks out there in your community. You can control how active you are in your community. You can control lots of different issues. And we're not going to stress over the ones that we can't control. We can't control the economy. We can't control the interest rates. We can't control the cost or the prices that you're paying for your equipment. Those are beyond our control. So we're not going to stress over those, but we are going to focus on the areas we can control. We can do things like cutting some costs. We can go down through our checkbook and our credit card statements, and we can look for recurring transactions that we may not be utilizing completely. Can we trim them or can we cut them? We can look at other expenses that we're spending in the business and look at them. Are they absolutely necessary? Without them, can we run our business successfully? Are they a want or a need? I'm sure you're very familiar with that concept. So if we take these items that are maybe some wants and not a need, and we trim them or delete them, now we have freed up cash to be able to cover those needs, those hard costs that have to be covered. Do you have vehicles that maybe aren't being used? Trucks and vans and that type of thing, they're sitting there. Maybe they need a repair done to them. Well, can you get them repaired, put them back in line so you can pick up more jobs and not just let them sit there? Or can they be sold and free up some cash? When's the last time you looked at your insurance, your liability insurance, your health insurance, all those insurances? When's the last time you looked at those and shopped around a little bit for some pricing? Can we get a better price now than what you were able to get the last time you went out and got insurance? How about your marketing? When's the last time you took a bit of time and looked at all the different places where you're advertising and doing marketing? When's the last time that you measured an ROI or a return on income from each of those marketing channels? Can we cut back on the ones that are not producing and take that money and pour fuel on the fire for the areas that are producing? Give you an example, one of my coaching clients is doing fairly well with Google Ads. So he is determined he's going to stop advertising in a couple other areas that he's been putting money at and take that money and continue to add it to his Google ad budget. Now, I'm not saying you should run out and go do Google Ads because I think you need to know what you're doing before you do things like that. But can we take an area that's underperforming, pull that money and put it into an area that's performing well? So marketing is an area that I see people spending tons of money on, and they may or may not be getting a return on that investment. What about your merchant fees, your credit card fees? When's the last time you shopped your company who's handling that for you? There are differences in rates and differences in flat fees that you pay. You might find a better deal with a different company who will still integrate with your software. When's the last time you looked around to see, do we have any unused inventory sitting around? Leftover items from a previous job. Well, first, can they be used on an upcoming or a current job and reduce the amount that has to be purchased or ordered for that job? If not that, can they be returned to the vendor and get a credit towards the future purchase or your money back? So we're looking for areas that we can start trimming some costs throughout your business. Look at your employees. Do we have employees that are underperforming? Is it time to let them go? You've been trying to nurture them along for quite some time now, and they're just not going anywhere. They don't seem to be improving. I know I've had that in my own office over the years. We put together these performance plans and we try to nurture them along because you really want to salvage them as a piece of your team. But if they're not gaining ground and they're not improving, is it time to cut that, to let them go and replace them with somebody else who can do a wonderful job for you? Somebody who's a 5-star team player, who can really help you in your team, help you achieve your goals. Somebody who's going to really take off and run in that position. What about paying personal items out of your business? I see this one all the time with my clients. When you're paying personal items out of your business is suffering on the cash flow side. Personal items should be paid out of personal money. You're taking a salary out of your business or a draw or a distribution or both. And that's where the personal items should be paid for, is over in the personal side of your life and not out of your business. Let's tighten up your business and keep your cash working for you and continue to get that rate of return on your bottom line profit that you've been working so hard to get. I know the industry average is probably 5 to 8% for net profit. My coaching clients are generally getting at least 10 to 15%. So they are twice the industry average. Some of them are getting higher than that. Well, let's help you get to that point. Let's get that bottom line profit up where it should be. But to do it, we may need to cut some costs. So I want to come back around to that money mindset that I mentioned earlier. We could do a whole episode on just money mindset. I know for myself, I find it helpful to have little reminders around my office. On my wall, you can't see it with the angle my camera is. I have little affirmations on my wall. So I thought I would share some affirmations with you. I did a little bit of digging out there in Google Land and came up with a list of 20. I'm hoping you'll find 2 or 3 or 4, maybe even 5 of these that you'll want to write down and put them somewhere where you see them often, whether it's in your office or in your truck, in your van, someplace where you see them on a regular basis, and help to keep you in a positive mindset of abundance. So let me share these 20 with you. The first one starts out with, I know my numbers and I have a plan to achieve them. What a wonderful feeling to think that you know your numbers, you understand your numbers in your business. And if you're struggling in that area, my coaching programs are a great place to hop in and really learn your numbers. Learn how they affect your business. The next one says, I'm generous with my money. Are you generous? Are you giving back to your community? Are you involved with a nonprofit or with your church? Are you giving back in some way, shape, or form? Number 3 is I am seeing business growth every day. Well, to see business growth every day, we have to have a plan and we have to be working that plan. So let's put together what I call a profit plan. And in my profit plan, we determine what your net profit is for the year, what you'd like it to be. And we reverse engineer it up to what the top line sales need to be to achieve that net profit amount. What a novel idea to have a profit plan, because that way you will be seeing business growth because you're working a plan, and then your plan is working for you to help achieve the results and the goals that you're looking for. Number 4 says, I am always learning. Are you investing in yourself? Are you investing in your professional development? How about your team? Are you investing in their professional development? How about personal development? Are you spending money to increase yourself so that you are better tomorrow than you are today? How can you lead your team if you're not growing personally and professionally? And a big part of that is to always be in learning mode, always looking for ways that we can learn something new and apply it in our business. Number 5, customers value me and my company's services. Do your customers value you? I hope so. I know my clients value me and what I'm doing for them, helping them increase that bottom line profit and helping them save money on their taxes. That's a pretty cool skill to have and to be able to offer to people. And you have skills equally as important out there. Homeowners need you. They need you to keep their homes in good order. And so I'm hoping you can join me in saying that your customers value you and they value your company's services. Number 6, money gives me possibilities and hope. And this is an important one because if you remember back in the days when you were first starting out, there may not have been much money. And so possibilities were limited because you were limited by the amount of money that you could use to go ahead and push something forward, whether it was a marketing campaign or investing in something to do with your business. But money does give you possibilities, and it opens the doors to a lot of places that you maybe couldn't have gotten in otherwise. And it also gives you hope at the same time. Number 7, I am great at managing my money. What if you repeated that one to yourself several times a day? I am great at managing my money. Or how about, I am great at managing my money? I am great at managing my money. I am great at managing my money. There's many different ways you can put emphasis on those words. But if you were repeating that every single day, I am great at managing my money, I think you would find yourself improving in that area, because you would start measuring the numbers and the measuring where your money's being spent in your business. And we know that what gets measured actually starts working. Number 8, my life is full of abundance. Are you a glass half full kind of person? Or do you see everything filled up? Abundance. What an amazing word. And God has blessed us so much in this country that we can live a life full of abundance. And I hope that you are living with an abundance mindset. Because when you have an abundance mindset, things seem to go so much easier. And you're looking for possibilities. You're looking for hope. You're looking for new opportunities. And so please join me in a life that's full of abundance. Number 9, I am reaching my money goals. Have you set goals? Do you know what you want to accomplish with your money? I'm going to just stop here for just a second and say, you can see the book Profit First behind me if you're watching this on YouTube. Those of you who have listened to some of our other interviews know that I'm a big Profit First fan and I'm a Profit First professional. Well, as a result of funding my profit account for many years now, I am proud to say that we have broke ground on a brand new house that will be paid for with cash. Talk about reaching my money goal. It has taken us a lot of years of saving because we did not want to go into debt to build this house. But the fact that we've been able to save and that we've been able to pull money from the profit account and put it into savings and get it growing and making money on top of while we've been saving. What an amazing thing that we've broke ground for our new house. So I'm proud to say I am reaching my money goals. Number 10, I am spending my money wisely. Are you spending your money wisely? Unfortunately, I see people all around me not spending their money wisely. I've seen people throw their money away on gambling. I've seen people throw their money away on just stuff. And then they end up having to clean out all that stuff because they have no room for it. But if we're spending our money wisely, then it is continuing to grow and it's continuing to work for us. I'm reminded of Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank, as he says his money is like little soldiers that he sends out to do a job. And I hope that you think of your money that way, that it has a job and it needs to go do its job. Number 11, I am making the correct choices with my money. Real similar to I'm spending my money wisely, I'm making the correct choices with my money. This may have to do with how you're investing money, may have to do with how you're spending money, may have to do with how you're sharing money with others less fortunate, but that we're making the correct or wise choices with your money. Number 12, I am worthy of financial security and all that it brings to me. I bet you there was a time in your life that you could never have imagined you are where you are today. But today you're able to look back and you're able to see the growth pattern of what you've accomplished over the last year, 2 years, 5, 10. Some of you, it's been 20 or 30 years. Look at the growth that you've accomplished. And with that growth has come some financial security, because you've been making wise choices. You've been using your money in a positive manner. Number 13, I am letting go of all worry surrounding my finances. That's a big one, isn't it? How many of you are worrying about finances, especially during those slower months? Well, if you're working Profit First with me and my coaching clients, we put together a seasonal account. And in that seasonal account, we are funding it during the busy months so that during the slow months, we have the money sitting there to be able to pay the overhead costs, those fixed costs. That allows us to let go of the worry about that is surrounding those finances. Number 14, today I'm open to receiving wealth from expected and unexpected sources. Are you open to receiving wealth? Are you open to looking at opportunities that come your direction? I hope you're being open. You're looking, you're actively seeking, being willing to step through a door that opens up for you. Number 15, I am grateful for the abundance that surrounds me today. I hope you're grateful, and I hope you realize that we live in a land of abundance. Just be thankful we're not living in some of the third world countries. Boy, life would be different for us. We have a lot to be thankful for here in the United States. Number 16 says, I am able to save money. Those of you who are working profit first, just like my coaching clients are, we are able to save money. We're putting money away every single week, just like clockwork. Every week we make those profit first transfers, and we're watching that money grow. Even if it's a small amount in the transfer, over time it is growing and growing and growing. And we're able to see positive results from saving money. Number 17, I can easily manage my money. Well, that is real similar to some of the others, just said in a slightly different way. Are you managing your money? Well, coming from an abundance mindset, I can easily manage my money. Number 19, I am hardworking and it shows. I know you're hardworking. I see how hard you guys work. You're the first ones in the door, and oftentimes you're the last ones out the door at night. Sometimes you're down there on the weekends when your crew isn't working. I see how hard you work. But I want that hard work to pay off for you and increase bottom line profits. So let's channel that energy into a program to where you are getting maximum profit for every dollar that's coming in the door. Let's make sure you're hitting your profit margins on your jobs. Let's make sure that your team is staying within the range of accepted pricing costs for you. Let's help you know the true cost of each team member and to understand and be able to minimize those non-productive hours. Let's get you into the highest profit margin we can get you there, because I know how hardworking you are. And lastly, number 20, I'm grateful for my ability to now manage my money well. And I know that my coaching clients that are coming through my coaching programs can join me in saying that they are grateful for their ability to now manage their money well. So I just wanted to share this with you, get you thinking about staying in a positive abundance mindset, even when things feel like they might be a little tight, even when things feel like they're maybe not moving the way they have in other years. How can you stay positive and stay profitable? Well, I hope this has been a topic that has been near and dear to your heart as it is mine, because it is my sincere goal to help home service businesses become more profitable, to increase that bottom line profit, increase their cash flow, and keep it coming on a consistent basis. So with that, I'm going to say, stay profitable. Please join me in being proud to be profitable, and we'll catch you on the next episode.